Welcome back to today's class, which is a really fun one I think you're going to enjoy, on brand voice and messaging. So what we talk about there, what we mean by brand voice is the general, what exactly it sounds like, the voice of your brand. Are you a very serious, authoritative brand and you want to convey that? Are you a fun brand? Something like Rolex would want to convey sophistication and adventure within their brand voice. So that's what we talk about there, just the general communication style that you want to convey within your advertising and on your site. Very important, and this feeds into the messaging that you include in your ads. You want to factor in what's our image that we want to convey with our brand. So in the example here I'm going to give is, just running through how you would ideate this, with your clients or with your business. So for a local bank, you want to first think about the main goals you have and the goals of your business. So in this example, you want them to know about your brand and open more checking accounts. You want to increase that line of business. In this case, in this hypothetical example, that would be the goal. So you then start to think about, okay, for this campaign, who are we targeting there? The young people, age 18 to 25, the people that we want to convert that currently go with the big banks. We want them to, consider our local bank and working with us for their banking needs. To either convert or open up a new checking account with us. So when you think about these goals and what you want to do, some themes come up. Okay, what we'll say here is that we're a Main Street versus a Wall Street focus. That's something that we want to convey with our brand. That we've been in the community for 100 years or however long it is. Maybe this is a company that gives back to the community. You want to play that up if the main theme you want to convey is that you're a local, bank that's been in the community for a long time and is a part of the community as opposed to a big, giant mega corporation. So then you want to play up your advantages. That you give better service than the big banks. That's something that you would factor into the messaging. So when you factor all these things, and I'm sure for your business or a client that you've been working with or going to start working with, really dig into these type of factors first. What kind of, they may even have an idea, or you may have an idea of what that brand voice is, and you want to factor that into the messaging. Obviously you wouldn't, in the Rolex example earlier, you wouldn't advertise for Rolex the same way you would for Timex. So you want to factor the brand message, the brand voice into all these things. So another way you would think about this is, okay, we want our voice to be, we want it to have a young feel to it because obviously that's the biggest group. 18 to 45. It's kind of a cross section, but it does skew a little younger. Maybe in this case you find that, with the research they found that people, older than 45 don't tend to switch banks as much. I mean, just making it up, but you're going to factor in your research on your clients when putting together this. But you maybe think, with all this info, we want to show our voices as being compassionate community leaders. So having that, you might even have a bit of a sentimental feel for the community within the advertising. Have, maybe the background of the ads have, prominent local area landmarks, things like that. You want to show that you're financially savvy, that you've been in business for a long time, that, that you have this kind of just knowledge leaders, authoritative type of of a voice. You've been in the community for a long time. And since you're skewing young in your audience, you want to show that you support the young people in the community and that they're an important part of growing the community. And you want to factor this into your marketing mix as well. This helps guide you into what channels you want to focus on. So in this case, these age ranges, you likely want to focus on social, OTT, since there's a strong goal as well of getting more checking account signups. You'd want search to be a component, obviously, because that's where a lot of the conversions take place, and especially if you could sign up for a checking account online, you'd want to focus on that as well. So it's a very important area before you start your campaign, and just something to always be thinking about is the brand voice and the messaging that reinforces the voice of your brand and what you want to convey there.